In terror and disbelief, an entire village now buried by stone. Survivors scour the hillside in a desperate search for loved ones.
Papua New Guinea, PNG, informed the United Nations on Monday that a massive landslide had buried more than 2,000 people in a remote village in Enga province. A letter from PNG's National Disaster Center to the UN office in Port Moresby described the catastrophic event that occurred when a large portion of Mount Mungalo collapsed in the early hours of Friday morning, engulfing homes and the sleeping residents. The landslide buried more than 2,000 people alive and caused major destruction, stated the disaster center. The letter also noted the significant damage to buildings, food gardens, and the local economy. The main highway to Porgera Mine, a critical economic route, was completely blocked by the landslide. The ongoing instability of the landslide poses continuous risks to rescue teams and survivors. Emergency crews, including PNG's defense personnel, have been deployed to the site, with the first excavator arriving late Sunday. Villagers and local media shared footage on social media, showing people desperately digging through the debris with shovels, sticks, and their hands, while the sounds of weeping could be heard in the background. So far, 6 bodies have been recovered. The UN cautioned that the death toll could rise as rescue operations continue. Local media reported that residents had managed to rescue a couple, Johnson and Jacqueline Yandam, trapped under the rubble. They described their escape as a miracle, crediting their survival to divine intervention. "We thank God for saving our lives at that moment. We were certain that we were going to die, but the big rocks didn't crush us," said Jacqueline. The couple had been trapped for nearly 8 hours before being freed. The landslide has displaced approximately 1,250 people and buried more than 150 houses, with about 250 more abandoned. The houses are buried under around 8 meters, 26.3 feet, of dirt. "So there's quite a lot of debris to get through," said Cares McMahon, highlighting the extensive recovery efforts required. Rescue operations are expected to continue for several days as emergency crews work to locate survivors and recover the deceased. The situation remains dire, with the threat of further landslides complicating rescue efforts.
In terror and disbelief, an entire village now buried by stone. Survivors scour the hillside in a desperate search for loved ones. The landslide struck around 3 this morning when the side of a mountain gave way. Locals say more than 100 people were killed. Hundreds more are feared missing. Buildings, boulders, trees, trapping bodies underneath. It's not known if emergency crews have been able to reach the scene.
Mountain, you come down now.
Access to the village is blocked. Locals are finding their own way through. The landslide has also cut access to a nearby town and a major mining site. Australia is ready to help.
We've only recently received reports of this landslide. The Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade is urgently seeking more information on it. We stand ready to assist should that be requested.
Residents in the remote community hoping help is on the way, with the death toll expected to climb. Sammy Barnes, 7 News.